Welcome to Advanblack's YouTube channel. I'm Steve, service tech for Advanblack. Today we got a brand new part. It's going to be the color matched interfering for the 23.5 CVO and newer Road Glide. Back here on the lift we got a 24 Road Glide in the Whiskey Fire, and back there on the table we got the color matched interfering and the glove box tops to match as well. Now this is definitely one of those installs that a lot of people may think is very intimidating to do, because you have to get into the interfering and you may think, oh man, all the wire harnesses and I've got audio in there, and it doesn't matter. We're going to walk you through step by step today, because you don't even have to mess with any of that stuff. It's a lot easier than you think it is. It's definitely something that you can do at home with a few simple tools. You got this, you can do it. You don't have to pay a shop to do this. Follow along step by step in this video and you'll have it done. So we got the color matched Whiskey Fire interfering here, and we do a lot of colors over there on the website, so make sure you check out the website to see if we do your color. And there's your glove box tops that's going to go on there. And like I said, none of this is hard to do. It's just a little bit time consuming. So let's get this set on the table, get the camera over here, grab our tools and get to work. So the first thing we want to do is get our front fender covered up, get your tank covered up. If you have the tank covers from Advanblack, we do have these available on the website. You really need to protect this fender because we're working straight over the top of it. First thing we got to do is get this outer fairing off. Up here at the top, Torx 25, 2 screws on each side. Get those out. Mine's a little different because it's Clockworks. It's just got some extra pieces here, but get these 4 screws out. Get your windshield off, put it in a safe place. Underneath that, same Torx 25, 3 bolts right here to get the windshield mounts off. Same on both sides. Right here on your vent trim piece, make sure your vent door lever is in the middle. Take your thumbs, push out on this. You see on the back side, these are just little retaining clips that pop into a spot. This piece here just lifts up and off. Speaker grills, get from the inside right here, use your fingers, pop it up and off. 2 retaining clips, and it just kind of sets in the base. Underneath there, same Torx 25, you got a bolt here and a bolt over there. Right down here on the side, these wings, we're going to take out both of these bolts and remove these wings, 2 on each side. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side of the bike. We come back up here to the front. You've got a bolt here and here, and then here and here. So these 2 go down and these 2 go this way. Now from here, we can reach up, grab our fairing, start sliding it forward. Right. Now I have an additional light down on the bottom of mine, so I have to disconnect that. So if you have any lights connected to your fairing, make sure you don't just walk off with this. Make sure to unplug them. Let me take this fairing, set it off to the side. Now from here, we've got 6 bolts to remove our headlight. We got 1 here, 1 here. If you look back in here, there's a little cutout right here, but if you look back in there, there's 2 more back in there. And then of course we have the 2 down here at the bottom. It's going to be a Torx 30. Once you get those bolts out, I'm going to slide this forward, reach back here and unplug the headlight. It's just a pinch clip connector, just like that. Get the headlight off, set that in a safe place. Now from here, we've got 4 bolts we want to remove. We got 2 here, 1 on each side. It's going to be a Torx 30. Down here, right here, it was next to the headlight bolts, we've got a 3/16 Allen that we want to remove on those. So Torx 30 up here first. Now mine does have the Zero 3D goatee light here, so I have to drop that down as well. So we're going to get that out of the way like that. I'm just going to let that sit there. So these vent pieces here are connected to the interfering, and we want to go ahead and remove these now to make that interfering easier to slide out. Now these are going to be held on by 3 screws each, 1 up here, 1 down here, and 1 over here. And these are Torx 10. They're very tiny screws. Now on the sides, you've got 3 bolts. They're going to be Torx 30s. You got one here, and if you look, there's one more right back here. So you're going to need a little extension to get that one out. You're going to repeat that process on the other side of the bike. And so the next thing we have to deal with is getting this micro SD cable here shoved back through. And there's a rubber grommet that has like a tapered cone on it. And sometimes these can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But what I do is just take a flathead screwdriver from the inside right here, and we're just going to crease in the side of that. And once I get this off, I'll show it to you, so it'll make a little bit more sense. So if you just take kind of a big flathead screwdriver like this, and you go in here, and you get at the bottom of this thing, it's no different than the older ones on the older bikes. It's just this one is a little bit more of a pain in the butt to get to, but you can just push it at the top, at the thickest part, and start pushing it through. Now I've got it popped through now, but there's just not enough wire on the other side to go ahead and pull it out. So we'll deal with that as long as when you get ready to pull this out, that's disconnected from there. You can start to pull this out and reach in and finish pulling it through, right? So that part's done. We've got it popped. These 4 bolts right here that hold the fairing frame to the neck, right? So these are 4 1/2-inch bolts. Now this last bolt is the last thing that's holding this fairing on, but this fairing does set on a lip down here, so it's not like you pull this bolt and this whole thing's going to fall off. Now from here on your fairing support bracket, if you have one on your bike, you got a 7/16 bolt right here. We're going to go ahead and pull those, one on each side. It's just on the fairing support bracket. Now you can see that whole inner fairing just kind of cut loose, right? Same thing on this side. So everything is pretty well disconnected now. So all we have to do is tilt. Remember, this is setting on a lip down here, so this is just going to act like a pivot point. We're going to tilt this forward. We're going to reach in here. We're going to start pulling this up. Make sure that wire comes through and doesn't get hung up. So I'm going to do it from this side of the bike. But as you can see, we just start tilting this forward. This will all come off. Make sure that wire is pulled through, which we've got it pulled through now. So that's not going to get us hung up. And then we just reach in here and we start pulling this out. Rock this a little bit more forward to miss our hand guards up there. Like I said, if you got 2 people, this is going to be a lot easier. Go ahead and get this the rest of the way out. Once we get that out, we're just going to let that rock forward and set right back there. So we got the inner fairing up on a table now. There's a few things that we need to take off of here. Once again, easy to do. We're going to take a flathead screwdriver. We're going to get these 2 retainer clips here off first. We're just going to get in behind it. Slide those off. We're going to grab a Torx 27 and remove of these bolts here. So we've got the pods off, but we've got the doors on here. We're going to leave the doors on here for a second to let the fairing kind of help us hold this to get these door covers off. Now peel back this side here where you can see they've got little rubber on here. So I've peeled this one back so you can see what we're trying to get to. There is a tab right here that you need to get a screwdriver under, and these will pop off. Basically just going to get under that tab, right? We're going to lift up on it, and then these just pop off. Now I grabbed a little bit smaller screwdriver to make this a little bit easier. So if you want to, you don't have to peel that rubber back. I just did it so you could see what we're digging for, right? But on this rubber, if you push it down, you can see an indent where that tab is, right? So we can go in here with a little bit smaller screwdriver, get under that tab like that, and we want to lift up on it, pry up on it as we pull the door away from the fairing. Just like that. Now this is going to push off and just wrap around like that till it comes off. Same thing on this side. All right. Up and off. Now these little clips here where the glove boxes close and click into, we go from the inside and we can take a flathead screwdriver and get it in there and push it a little bit on the side. Then these will pop right out, right? So basically we're just taking the screwdriver, we're sliding it in here, get it on a little bit of an angle and push down on it and push out at the same time. That little clip holds that in place. We're going to do that on both sides because we need those on the new fairing. And get both of those out, and now we can set this inner fairing off to the side. So remember our two clips, make sure that the nut side faces the inner fairing, right? The painted part, not out here. Remember our bolts go this way. So we're going to clip those back on. I've already did one side. Again, I'm just doing this to save some time in the video. I've already done one of the glove boxes. So I'm going to flip this over and show you the glove box. On here, we're going to sneak this glove box in just like this. We're going to tilt this up over and onto those two brass grommets right there. So making sure this stays in. Go up and onto that. Get two of our bolts started, and we're going to always start these by hand. Now, because all of these are brass grommets that are pressed in here, you want to start these bolts by hand, because if you start it with a power tool and you cross thread it, you end up going to spin that brass grommet. It's just going to start spinning inside there, and then it's just messed up after that, right? So just get those two started. So from there, once we get those two on, we're going to take our glove box, we're going to slide it back into place. Get our wrench, get our ratchet, snug those down. Get our painted door. You can see these tracks just go on these tracks, and then this lip catches that clip, and that's the clip we were pulling up on earlier, right? So we're just going to set this on here about halfway until we feel it grabbing those tracks, right? And then all we have to do is slide it forward. You slide it forward just like that until it locks on. And this is the fun part. Again, if you have two people, this will be a lot easier. We're going to tilt this forward as far as we can here. Make sure to have our USB wire still up here. So again, two people makes this a ton easier. Get it wrapped around that bar, around this bar, around this bar. And we're going to get it slid down into place. Tilt this back a little bit to create that void at the bottom that this needs to go into. Just like that. Now before we get too breakdancey and start bolting this together, don't forget about your USB cord. Remember, this little plug has to go through there. Get yourself some lubricated cleaner, some wash, some waterless wash or something, and give that a spray. Give that some lube. We're going to split this a little bit. Get that poked down through that hole in the top of the glove box. Reach through. Now that that's lubricated, it should help you get that pulled through. And once we get it pulled through, we'll slide this into place. Just take our 7/16 bolt. And we're going to get that fairing support bracket bolt started on both sides. We do that while we're got our 4 main bolts out, because we can move the fairing to get those started. Gonna get our 1/2-inch bolts ran in. Tighten up those 7/16 on each side now. Get our 3 down each side. And if you have to pull the fairing in, pull it in. You got to get those stuff lined up. That's actually what holds the fairing in a very specific spot. You look down in there and those holes aren't lined up, go ahead and pull the fairing in. Again, because we're dealing with brass grommets on these, we're going to use a ratchet and not a power tool. Remember, these top two bolts are the Torx bolts. The Allen bolts go down at the bottom. So if you kept these together, don't mix them up putting them back on. It's going to be these two. It's going to be these two outside ones here. Set our vent pieces back in. So you get the gist of it. Get these two vents back in. Get our headlight back up into place. After you get your fairing slid on, put the two screws back in at the top there. The little button head screws go here at the top and go down. Two screws underneath the speaker cover. Get our vents back in. So that's it. Congratulations, you've just changed your inner fairing. See, I told you it wasn't that bad. A couple of Torx, a couple of Allens, a couple of sockets. We got this thing changed out in no time, right? Super easy on the new bikes. And what a difference it actually makes going from that black, flat plastic look to a color matched inner fairing with color matched glove box lids. Now, I've done this to my older model Rogue Glides and absolutely loved it. So I knew this one had to be done. So if you have any questions on this install, you know the deal, comment section down below. Or if you get hung up on the install and it's during the week, during the day, you can give me a call and I'll walk you through it. If you want to get your hands on one of these, I'll put a link down in the description down below. It'll take you straight over to the part where you can check it out and check out the colors that we do over there. I hope this video helped you, and if it did, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell your friends about Advanblack. I'm going to get out of here, get myself back to work. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze.